Hi, I'm Janie, and today I'm going to be showing you how we're going to cut soft foods with a blunt knife. So, to start this activity, you're going to need your fresh fruits and vegetables or whatever soft foods you're going to be cutting for this recipe. You're going to need a cutting board, and then you're going to need your blunt knife. So, to start off, just a few things to know about. It's always important when we're dealing with blunt knives to just always keep the blade facing downward. This just helps you stay more protected and avoid injuries that could happen by accident. So we always want to carry and use the knife with the blade down. It's also important to not keep the knife super close to the edge of your countertop because that can also lead to more injuries and just accidents happening. So it's important to keep the cutting board and knife, scooched up on the counter and not close to the edge. And then when we're cutting things, it's important to keep our fingers kind of curled in instead of like this next to the knife. So the knife isn't as close to the fingers. If we curl them in, there's a less chance of getting cut. So that's important to tuck in our fingers. And then always just being careful when we're around knives to not play, run, jump, kind of always just making sure that we're in a stable position, not moving around a whole lot to make sure that everyone stays safe. So now I'm going to start the fun stuff. I'm going to show you today how to cut a banana, an orange, and some lettuce. But you're going to use whatever ingredients are required for your recipe to cut. So let me point you towards the cutting board. So to start, I'm going to start with the banana. This is just a little bit of banana, but you might need a whole banana. It would be the same thing. So you're going to peel the banana just because this peel is super hard and so we don't want to cut through it. So we're going to peel our banana back like this, and then it's going to come out. We can throw the peel away, and then we're going to have our banana, and we're going to take our knife with the blade facing downward, and we're going to cut like this with our fingers curled in, just to make sure we don't even get close to cutting ourselves. So we're going to make little cuts like that in the banana, and we're going to go slow, make sure we're being safe, and keeping our fingers curled in. We're going to be especially careful when you get to the end. Just make sure you're going slow and you're not rushing, and just keeping those fingers curled in. So there we go. We have our cut banana, or whatever fruit you're using. So another fruit that we can cut is an orange. So I already peeled the orange, but an orange has kind of the same texture as a banana peel. It's super rough, and so we don't want to cut through the orange peel. So we're going to peel our orange, make sure it doesn't have any skin on it, and then we're going to take our knife with our fingers curled in, and we're going to cut. And this requires a little bit more force than a banana, but it should slice right up. And then we can either peel it apart if you want with your fingers. It kind of easily peels apart into little bite-sized pieces, or you can cut with the knife with your fingers curled in. You can cut pieces off like that. Just whatever you prefer, but we want these little bite-sized pieces of orange. So keeping our fingers curled and our knife away from the edge of the counter, that's how we would cut an orange. So moving on to our vegetables. So you're going to take whatever vegetables in your recipe. For me, I'm going to use this piece of lettuce, but it could be cucumber, tomato, whatever vegetable you are using. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep your fingers curled again. You're going to grab the vegetable, and then you're going to cut with the blade facing down and going slow to make sure we don't hurt ourselves. But just like that, the lettuce kind of comes apart, and it's perfect for use as a salad or whatever you're using the vegetable for. So keeping our fingers curled in, our blade down, being slow and careful. We're gonna cut the lettuce and just like that. It's perfect salad lettuce. So hopefully this was helpful to see what it's like to cut fruits and vegetables with your blunt knife, being sure that you're keeping the blade down, your fingers curled in, and the blade and knife away from the edge of the countertop to avoid any injuries. So that is all I have for you today, and I hope you have some fun cutting some foods.